Hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and today I'm going to be explaining how to not take full damage in Minecraft for Xbox and Minecraft for PlayStation. If you don't know, as of the latest update, they actually added a sneaky little way that allows you to avoid full damage if you can do a handy technique. So I figured in this video I'd also be explaining how full damage works in general, why you take damage from some falls and not from others. I'd be explaining how the feather falling enchantment works, because it's a cool enchantment you can get for boots that allows you to take significantly less falling damage just all the time, and also on ender pearls. And then finally I'd be explaining the little technique, how you do it, how it works, all that sort of stuff. So with that said, please do like the video if you like it. It helps out the channel a lot and is very appreciated. And let's get straight into this of how falling works. So basically, if you take a 3 block fall or more, you'll take damage. The first 3 blocks you fall are free, so I can fall from here over to there just fine like that, or a better example, here over to there, as you can see, just fine. It's 3 blocks, I can take it just fine. However, if you go any block above that, every block you take is a half damage. So 4 blocks is half damage. If I try and fall 5 blocks, which I might be able to do just over there, it's a full half damage, and you basically get the point when you jump it as a block, and you don't want to fall too much because you'll take falling damage. So, because you have, of course, 10 hearts, and half heart is every block, that means you can take a 23 block fall, and that's the amount that will kill you. So, if you fall 22 blocks, you'll end up with half heart. 23 blocks, that will kill any player ever, unless they have the full feather falling enchantment. So, the feather falling enchantment is one of the slightly rare enchantments, but it's only available for boots, diamond boots in this case, and it goes up to level 4, and each level adds more protection against falls only. It's the only enchantment that will protect you against falls. Protection won't, just diamond armor in general won't. You need to have feather falling if you want to take reduced fall damage. However, how much does it actually reduce fall damage? So basically, every level of feather falling you have increases the amount of protection against falls. So at its max level, which is what I have right now, it should decrease your damage by roughly 70%. On the consoles, it's slightly randomized, so it can be anywhere from like 5 hearts of damage to 3 hearts of damage. So it should be only 3 hearts, but here I got 3.5. But as you see, like it's basically almost randomized, and it means that basically you can take double to almost triple the fall that you could normally take. So this 23 block fall, which kills a normal player, as you see, I take it just fine and I don't die. And it's something that's handy about feather falling 4. What about the other feather fallings though? So they're not quite so handy. They're useful to have, but they're not quite as good, because feather falling 3 is just under 50%, feather falling 2 is just over 30%, and then feather falling 1 is a 20% reduction in full damage. So those are still handy. Feather falling 1 will still stop you from dying from a normal fall, but it doesn't mean you can take like a 30, 40, 50 block fall, because you will still die from that. It's just a tiny little bit of help, and just you got to bear that in mind when you're using it. It's not the end-all be-all answer to everything. So with all of that said, what about what else does it protect you from, and how do you do this technique? So basically, the feather falling is really handy because unlike any other technique, feather falling does prevent ender pearl damage. So feather falling 4 will take an ender pearl down to half a heart, or half damage, as opposed to 2.5. So very, very handy for PvP. But yeah, let's finally talk about the handy technique that allows you to not take any full damage. So as you can see, I'm going to fall in here. And falling in water, of course, doesn't take full damage. Even if I fall right here, down onto one piece of water, if I don't fall on the blocks next to it, I will take no full damage. Why is that then? So basically, in the last update, they changed it. So instead of falling into 1 deep water, giving you a chance of surviving, they made it 100% chance of surviving. If you fall into 1 deep water, you will survive. So if you can do a handy little technique where you place water on the ground before you hit it, like so. It's pretty difficult to do, but if you learn how to do this technique, you need to have a little bit of faith, then basically you can fall into the 1 deep water and survive. So even though, normally this should kill me if I didn't have feather falling boots, if I have a water bucket, I can quickly switch to it and then place it like, okay. As you can see, it's a little bit difficult to do. You can switch out to it and then you can place it down on the ground and it will save your life. So we'll dip a little bit. And I'll show you the smaller fall just to show you how simple it can be. So you place it, you land in it, and it's just fine. As long as you land somewhere in the block, it's fine. So if you're really uncomfortable with trying to hit it at the exact right moment, it's a really close timing. What you can also do is you can try and spam it as you're about to hit the ground. So here you'll see, just spam it, and you land in it, and then get rid of it at the same time. So it's a difficult thing to do either way, and it's a very handy technique, however, because if you're falling from somewhere, let's say you're falling from all the way up there, sky height, there's nothing that will protect you. Even feather falling 4 on your boots, it's still not going to save you. So the only way you can live is either to ender pearl off it, which even then can be quite tricky, or what you have to do is you have to use the water bucket and take no full damage. So it's a handy technique to learn. I definitely recommend it. And one final thing is, there used to be a few other ways you could do this. It used to be able to do it with a bed and a boat. However, with this update, those no longer work. So you have to use the water bucket. You have to be a really sneaky person and try and do this, and sometimes die and sometimes live like that. So thank you for watching the video. I hope it taught you how not to take falling damage damage in Minecraft for Xbox and PlayStation. Like the video if you did like it, share it if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. If you play Minecraft console, I'm sure you'll like it. I do tutorials, news, seeds, let's plays, just everything you might want to see. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.